You're listening to Into the Twilight, an independent, listener-supported show. Subscribe at patreon.com/intothetwilight for monthly bonus episodes, weekly shoutouts, a Patreon-only book club, and more. Thanks for support, and now, on with the show.
Now tuning in to Earbud Media. Audio for everyone.
We've never been more back.
I know we say that often, but it does feel true every time, you know?
We have to match the energy of this episode.
We're constantly in a it's so over, it's so back kind of volleying over here. So,
Yeah.
you know, we got to embrace it when we're back.
I 100% agree with you. I did make the mistake of looking at this episode's hashtag like you tend to do. I did not realize that this was the Halloween episode, and that does answer some questions.
It does make a lot of things make sense, for sure.
If I'd had that knowledge going into it, I don't know that it would have helped, but it does clear up sometimes.
Right.
It does help. Hello, my friends, welcome to
Hello.
Into the Twilight. We're here. Nevertheless, you know?
Yeah, we're trucking on the wild worlds of vampire fiction and multimedia.
I mean, I will say, and I do say this quite often, but there's never been a better time to cover vampires professionally,
Yeah.
having just come off of convention season, which I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Y'all, we're eating good right now.
We are eating
It's
good.
a good time.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you have this here.
Dude,
How are you?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm about to say words I never thought I would be able to say again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those words are Project Runway is so back. Like it's good.
Amen.
Again. Listen, I've been skeptical because I fucking love a Project Runway.
You have to.
You have to. This is my culture. I was born and bred for this. This is my origin story, right?
Absolutely. This is your fight.
There have been obviously many eras of this particular show in terms of switching networks, switching hosts, switching formats, right?
Yeah.
But I still watch because I'm a fucking sicko, even though I had to watch Carly Kloss, for however goddamn seasons. But I survived, whatever. And now I'm being rewarded because Heidi's back, baby.
Amen.
I'm missing Tim. It's fine. I understand him just being like, you know what? I'm good.
That's a lot of royalties to live off of. Those 5 cents in the mail, that's something.
Right. And of course I was like, I'm going to watch this regardless because I have a blood bond to this television show. That I must watch it through every iteration, even if it sucks dog shit. But thankfully it doesn't. It's actually quite good. And Heidi's back, which helps everything immensely. We also have La Roche there. And what's perfect about that is that the show was already so much meaner. In a positive way. Because that's like OG Project Runway shit. Like,
Listen, I think that criticism
yeah.
should be constructive. As someone who is kind but not nice, I agree with that.
Right. Yes. Conflict and criticism is not abuse. We know this. We've learned this. We've read the books, right?
Yeah.
Law brings a very important and critical bitchy energy.
And as you should.
Yes.
That's what fashion is, baby.
Yes. And it's so needed because, like, who else, right, can speak to what they are critiquing specifically than him in those ways, right? Like, it's perfect. It makes total sense. It's a really smart move.
Wait, I have a question. Has Kelly Cattrall been on Project Runway?
That is such a good question.
And if not, can I
get
call
her
Heidi up?
Yeah.
Because that is the Alex Guarnaschelli of fashion to me.
Yeah. No, I agree. It does not look like she was on Project Runway. which is unfortunate.
Kelly, what are you doing? Are you
know.
busy on Thursday?
Yeah. Right, yeah, come on down, Get in there. God, that's... Okay, I'm going to be thinking about that combination for a long time. That's beautiful. Also, I was excited regardless for this. I'm actually surprised that it's good and reminds me of why I, love this show so much, because it's been a minute since I was able to remember that. And it also has Utica Queen, also known as Ethan, who is on Drag Race.
Okay.
And he's fucking crushing it. There's also someone from a show I have mentioned on this program, actually. The one where they made fashion clothes for, like, musicians and touring artists.
Oh, yeah.
Where they had, a JoJo Siwa episode. I forget what that show's called. But one of the, like, main drama girls from that season is also in this, which is beautiful to me. I love that. Her name is VJ. She is a menace, but I also love her. It's beautiful. I'm so excited to have it back in my life in a way that I'm, like, not hate watching. And I think that's great. I'm loving it.
I love a good fashion show. That's so nice. I would have never expected Law to be on a reality show, but this is the best one. This is the perfect one.
How are you doing, my friend? I'm very intrigued by...
Listen. Listen. I'm here. I accidentally stumbled into a TikTok live this week on these ladies making resin tumblers, and I did keep it on. So I'm
sure.
That's just an honorable mention this week. That I don't usually stumble into lives, but I was like, wait a second, this is kind of interesting. What are they doing?
Yeah. I'm certainly curious.
This is my Coco Melon.
Yeah.
So I'm not bringing a television show today. Today I'm bringing my costume's not a culture.
Okay.
So this news about public funding is really making me sad, but I didn't want to solely make it. I wanted to celebrate it a little bit about why I specifically love PBS, and I didn't realize that this had a name. My happy thing specifically is an aesthetic. Again, my culture's not a costume. This aesthetic called Utopian Scholastic.
Fuck yeah. What a name.
So the photo that I've provided for you today is a link to... The internet's so nice. A link to Utopian Scholastic, which again, I didn't know how to name because I have thought of this a lot as the Magic Schoolhouse books, the Eyewitness books, the kids section of Borders growing up.
Totally.
Right? Like all of the things that were safe. And when I'm thinking about PBS, right, the kids segments of Sesame Street.
Sure.
Reading Rainbow. All of the stuff that had both dolphins and books. And for me anyways, when we would get academic planners, they had that scratchy reflective surface.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
That is Utopian Scholastic.
Okay.
And I know this is our favorite thing, right, of describing an aesthetic on a visual medium, but just stick with me here. I loved this, and calling it aesthetic is weird because this is just what, not just classroom spaces, but also like museums looked like a lot.
Sure.
When I was younger. But it's like, this is what learning was. Learning was cool. This is what textbooks look like. And it is sad that funding is not here for them to look this way. And also fascism, because we don't have color anymore. But this was a specific, more like warmer tone before we got into that like futurism space. And I didn't know that it had a name, which is nice to know.
Yeah.
But I think about Bill Nye and Oregon Trail at this time, and I'm like, this is why as a kid I loved learning.
Yeah.
And I associate this aesthetic with that and it being so fun and comfortable.
Yeah. I love this.
So skateboards and also dolphins and
Right.
3D models.
There was something so prescient of, like, us growing up during the times that we did, and, like, it being fucking sick. Like, reading was cool, and you could, like, everything was a dolphin and a skateboard and also a rocket ship, right? And it was awesome. And I think there's, obviously, we are in the midst of a real anti-intellectual era, a lot of anti-critical thinking era, based on a lot of things, that are not really within our control. But I think, too, it's also, a tiny way, a branding problem, right? Because now it's like, learning isn't cool, it's boring and lame, and also you can do it in 5 seconds or get the answer you need in 5 seconds on your phone using a chatbot or whatever, right?
Boring,
and, like,
unchic.
Absolutely. Like, loser behavior, unchic, uncool, just, not the vibe. And I think because... And this has just been a thing even before, like, AI stuff, right? Of, like, having everything accessible to you in the palm of your hand, right? Like, information, like, Google did this, right? The same thing as well. But obviously this is a much more accelerated version of that we're living through, which is not ideal. And, being like, fuck yeah, there were avenues in which, like, really engaging with folks and being, like, being excited about doing things that could be considered boring and lame and uncool. Yeah. Which is, like, learning and stimulating your brain or reading or whatever, is, like, very much missing, which is tough.
This kind of aesthetic is not only what made me want to go into education in the first place, because it made learning cool, right? Everything when I think about all of these areas, it reminds me of, like, learning was cool, which that was the resounding message when I was very early in education, which is very much not the vibe now, unfortunately. It's like I want to make things as fast as possible. But also I 100% agree with you. I think that being bored was something that my parents didn't give a fuck about, but they were like, I don't care if you're bored, but also here are, if we're in the car, those, like, fact cards or like those kind of, like, long fact things, do that. Or those, like, eyewitness books. It's like, if you're going to be bored all the time, because I was a latchkey kid, cool, whatever. But, like, this is how you are going to entertain yourself, is to absorb knowledge. Well, also, I had a babysitter, so I was watching TNT and, like, Independence Day and shit like that, too, right?
Sure. Yeah.
But, like, it makes me sad that is not the same.
Yeah.
Because learning is cool. Not learning is unchic and also part of a larger message. So if you get a chance, folks, take a gander at Utopian Scholastic. It's cool. Yeah. It makes me happy.
I love this.
It's just embrace
tradition for real,
No, for real. Just back in my day kind of talk, We have the wildest pieces of news for this week. Do you want to talk about this TV show news first?
Absolutely. We had a bunch of Comic-Con shit, okay? A lot is happening, particularly with Interview with the Vampire. We got a little bit of sneak peeks. We got a little bit of photos. We got Lestat looking cunt, which is great. And crucially,
I had to use my fucking life alert button, folks, when those photos dropped.
Like, give me a life alert. I'm out. I've fallen and I can't get up.
I was so gone.
Yeah, and that's fair because, look at him. Look at that guy. But crucially, we got a casting update.
Most important news.
That dropped me to my knees, truly, when I heard this.
Yeah.
Is that we are getting Christopher Heyerdahl? I do not know how to pronounce this man's name. I apologize. Who was, as we know, Marcus in the Twilight Saga as Vittori, and is going to be Marius in the Vampire Lestat. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Are you kidding? kidding?
There are only two ways to play this. And again, I'm saying this to the context that I have not read these books.
Yeah.
So everyone shut up, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
If you want us to read them, pay us. There are only two ways that you can do this for this man. One is you continue to make him defeated and sad, because he does play that really well.
Sure.
And I think that that's really funny. Or you go 180 and you make him jubilant, high octane, camp counselor vibes.
Yeah.
That there's only two options there, personally. Because I'm a little bit intrigued of what that kind of like cruise director energy would be.
Oh, yeah.
But I love fucking seeing this guy be like, can we go home? Like as an Eeyore kind of vibe.
Yeah.
He's really good as a vampire like that.
I'm so excited.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
I want him and I'm completely blanking out on the cast right now. My favorite old man vampire in this show.
Mr. Daniel Malloy. Mr. Eric Bogosian.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Tabloid Man now. I want them to just king out.
Oh,
That's what I want.
that'd be so good.
Just two guys being dudes. That's what I want. This is God tier casting. I'm so glad.
Yeah, they locked the fuck in for this, and I appreciate that. They had the opportunity to do the funniest thing possible, and they were like, yeah,
and they
sure.
did.
For sure, let's run it. Let's run it.
It's so good. I don't actually mean this, because I do try to stay present in the moment, but 2026 can't come fast enough, because I am really excited to see this new season.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait. I'm going to let them do their thing, and I'm going to stay present in the moment, but also, if y'all do want to send us screeners, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. So we're going to talk about this thing, because this came out when we already had an episode that was being dropped, because she fucking loves to do this.
Yeah.
I had a feel. I felt it in my bones. Right? Because it's a 20th anniversary, right?
Yeah. You heard the call of the siren was coming.
Right. It's just like, I felt it that she was going to be nearby. I had a feeling that Stephanie was going to come to the Forever Twilight and Forks Festival for the 20th anniversary. It just makes logical sense, right? Here's what I'm worried about. One, I don't like it when she's in my area.
Sure. Yeah.
Because there's just a logistical chance that she could show up at my door and kill me, right? So there's that.
Just for personal safety reasons.
There's a non-zero chance of that happening, right?
Yeah. Right.
So, like, I have an apple tree, so I'm just a little worried, you know, like, I just am. So there's that. Two, it's pretty close to Bella's birthday. It's the 20th anniversary. You know what she did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know this bitch loves to stay relevant. She's got a lot of kids and going up into college, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
Economy's not great. I'm worried.
I mean, how much could she be making on those Lego sets? You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. She just saw Suzanne drop this book, and she's like, fuck, I need to stay relevant. So I'm worried that the book that we're worried about, that she continues to threaten us with, not tease, threaten us with, about Jacob and Renesmee, might happen here. And here's why. Just to put my little math hat on for a second. So this year we're having eclipses. Right? We have eclipses every year, so everyone shut the fuck up. But we have eclipses right now in Pisces and Virgo. Bella's birthday, Virgo, right? So there's an eclipse happening a couple of days before this festival. You know this bitch. She has books literally all about the moon, right?
Right. Yeah.
I just feel like, even though we know that she was raised this way, her books are very about religion. I don't know if she's still practicing, right? Yeah. I just have a feeling that she's got an astrologer on lock, and they're like, this would be a really good time for you to announce, given that we're gonna have a Virgo eclipse a couple days before this, and I'm shaking in my fucking boots that this woman's gonna drop this. And the last thing that the world needs ever, but especially right now, with this illegal song going popular on TikTok, is this. I don't want Jacob and Renesmee book. No, thank you.
Yeah. I'm nervous because you are often burdened with the gift of prophecy when it comes to Stephanie
I
Meyer.
hate it. It's I hate knowing her. I'm so like
Yeah.
I'd rather I can feel her in my bone. I know she's nearby.
Right.
It's just
like,
so scary.
And you're right that like it's been a little bit too long since like a big announcement, right? Because we've had like the reskins of covers. We've had like the different, we've had like a million different versions of the books, TM, and box sets and whatever the fuck, right? To celebrate various anniversaries and what have you. But like, and like really we know the TV show hypothetically,
with the TV show, yeah.
There's still like whispers and like whatever, but this feels like she's due in a way that I'm nervous about.
I'm so scared.
Don't love that. I also, I do have to flag that there is a Google form on this webpage in which we could directly submit a question to Stephanie Meyer. So, if we want to do that. Just why? If we just want to like get a direct line to Miss Meyer, we have until the next 2 days from when we're recording, just to get those cues in.
God damn it. The other thing too, and I'm gonna say this and then I'll shut the fuck up.
Sure.
We in the last couple days, right, have just had a tsunami watch.
Yeah.
In this area, like where this festival is, where the books were written, like the Quileute Nation was very directly impacted by this watch.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. As far as I'm aware of, as of today, nothing has been impacted there. It was just some high waves.
Sure.
But it's like, if she does not go there and give them a direct check, and that's not to say that people who are celebrities have to always publicly make their donations public, but it has not been visible that she has donated for the amount of racism and misinformation that she has written about. It's just like, you don't have to do that publicly. You're not obligated as a public figure to do that, but they are consistently asking. They are consistently in need of money, especially with climate change. What are you doing, girl? Right? Yeah. You are directly impacting this community. You do better. So that is my question. At the
bare minimum,
What are you doing to do better?
Yeah.
Because your books and your world have like negatively impacted perceptions of this community.
100%.
She's gonna show up at my door. I swear to God.
Holding one of your apples.
One of my apples and a Glock, and be like, choose your poison. I swear to God.
Yeah. Well, good luck out
and it'll
there,
be the funniest moment. I'll send you a text and be like, Stephanie Meyer's gonna kill me. Lol. And then
just make sure we're double bolting our locks here. We're just really taking it easy, taking some precautions.
God, this woman, I swear. Hey, speaking of monsters, how did this episode?
Y'all, I said this to you already, but we are veering into soap opera territory at lightning speed, right? And listen, this show is already a soap. We know this, right? This is a soap. But previously and in previous seasons, they've been a little less ham-fisted about weaponizing whack-ass soap tropes, And this season they're like, mask off, let's go. It's time. We're gonna lean fully into just the twists and the turns, baby.
They did. The show has always been oops all tropes. I 100% agree with you. Yeah. There has been a significant vibe shift this season from just teen drama and specifically vampire tropes to more specifically soap tropes.
Yeah.
And I don't hate it, but it is palpable.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't hate it. I think this is naturally where, the wheels are going to fall off here. Like, this is where this is always destined to go, I feel. Mm-hmm. But it is just wild to see it happen in real time, It's wild.
I have a lot of questions about how the writer's room has been composed and what changed here. But maybe it is to your point of what you texted me about. Maybe they were just really jealous of Riverdale and they were like, we gotta step it up.
We gotta get in there. We gotta...
Right.
And listen, do I disagree with that sentiment? Not inherently, but I do have questions, about the execution.
Goodness.
One thing I did love, just as like a funny offbeat here, is that at one point, Paul Wesley does a Joe Goldberg. Did you catch that? Where he's like, hello, me. And I was like, I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting more flashbacks
I'm so scared.
To you. What are you talking about? It's very funny. It was very funny. But I was like, what did he know? What did he know? The prophecy.
He had to have been given. So Sarah Gamble, I've told you about this with you. Sarah Gamble was part of Supernatural.
Yes.
So I know that she had all of the contact list of CW.
Oh, for
I
sure.
would have been shocked if Paul Wesley was not on her consideration list.
Oh my
in
God.
addition to Penn Badgley, given what we've seen of Paul in this show and how he can like turn dark side.
Mm-hmm.
I think, listen, Penn is great. I love him. He has nailed it completely. Yeah. I see in another universe, I think Paul would have done it well.
Yeah. That's such a wild thing to even consider. But yeah, I don't deny he was probably around the periphery in her mind's eye.
I would have been shocked if he was not on that list.
Yeah.
Given that, knowing the logic of Sarah, she would have had her first calls would have been CW folks.
Yeah.
Given, like, I want to call someone that I know from the CW/WB because she'd been there for a while.
Yeah.
And she knew Penn from Gossip Girl and, like, that periphery. Totally. I would have been shocked if Paul was not on that list. Yeah. He probably just didn't want to go to another show, like another 5-season show right after. Yeah. But that's a wild thing to consider, personally.
What a different world we'd be living in right now.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate the things that Paul did this episode. They were scary. Yeah. But he's really good as Silas. It's just the James Dean of it all that I'm like, all right.
Yeah. It's like, all right. All right. Okay.
Paul Wesley is the most capital S straight out there. And in my James Dean, in my world.
Not the world I'm living in. Not the world I'm living in.
That's not my James Dean.
That's so funny. Also, I love too that like Caroline is like still like doing off-duty party planning. You know what I mean?
I'm so obsessed with her.
She was like, listen, I'm not like on the dance committee or whatever, but I am gonna give notes. Like I am gonna give some suggestions for how to make this really cool and cunt. And you know what? She's always working. She's the people's servant. You know, she's out here.
If this show was really smart, they would be showing Caroline having a second job in her college life right now on Facebook. Yeah. She would be making the best kids parties right now.
Oh my God, yeah. Get her in there. Come on.
She would be running those Facebook moms groups like the fucking Navy.
Absolutely.
But I want better for her, so I'm not going to say that. I'm just saying that she knows how to plan an event really well. And her deciding on all of the costumes for her friends is so fucking funny to me. Yeah. There was the choice of historical figures at this event were wild because I did see someone in the periphery as a Playboy bunny.
Oh my God, yeah.
So what was the invite? I guess is my question.
Yeah. What did y'all
define
specifically?
I just have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't always real people. Because fucking Dr. Maxfield popped up as Dr. Jekyll, which a little on the nose, my guy.
Yeah.
We just talked
man.
about this last episode.
How about we rein this in a little bit, my dude?
I know that you're a villain, but goddamn.
Yeah. His also, like, proximity to, like, all of the, you know, young people in this is so wild. Like, I listen, I get it. There's, like, that doesn't come out of nowhere. But, like, there is just a weirdness of being like, hey, fellow kids, like, we're all, you know, stuff. And, like, having chats with Elena as if he's not, like, a teacher, you know? It's like, what are we doing? Hello? It's like, what's going on here?
Well, I know that it has to happen for the sake of the show, right?
Yeah,
so I'm putting on my disbelief glasses. Right. But you want to tell me that a professor, after spending their whole day with youths, is willingly spending time with more youths in the evening?
It's like, let me go to the dance that's for the youths. Awesome. It's like, what? Okay.
Goddamn. Most teachers and then also professors that I know, the last thing that they want to do in the evening is have more social interaction. Yeah. Their battery's spent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Mr. Maxfield, let's step away from your lab.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And also you're a guardian to Aaron.
Not Aaron.
Whatever the fuck that is.
He's going through stuff, you know. He's very honestly giving Elena a bit of being like, everyone, I am cursed and everyone around me dies. And, you know, that's tough. That's a really sad life to live, you know, and that be your whole thing. It's like, woof. But, like, the guy that is you are entrusting with guardianship is this guy. I don't love that. I don't.
Right.
Free him, you know? Free him.
Yeah, when we first met Aaron and we didn't know his name yet, it felt very much like the Spider-Man meme of them pointing at each other.
Literally. Yeah, I mean, they look identical. Like, it's like, wait, whoa. It's like, it's young you. Whoa.
Just two sad backstories.
Yeah.
At each other.
Yeah, they're having a trauma off. Like, it's like, well, you know, my parents crashed. Like, my parents died, and everyone else does around me. Every family member I've ever known is also dead, bitch. Like, this is a competition now. Let's go.
God. Yeah, it was very interesting when the two of them, Wes, I think is his first name, and Aaron were standing next to each other. Because if I didn't have my contacts in, I would have thought that it was Elena's biological dad and then also Matt.
Yeah.
Because those two actors look just enough like those other guys.
Totally.
It was very weird. Very weird. We did not get a lot of her this episode. But the parts that we did get of Bonnie, I thought were very funny. Yeah.
Listen, she's trying her best out here, trying to communicate through Jeremy, which at this point Jeremy's like, I've been doing this charade for so long. I'm just gonna go apeshit, you know, I can't do this anymore. But like, what was interesting to me about that dynamic is what we were talking about last week of like these more and more moments of Damon caring for Bonnie in a way that he had never before, right? Mm-hmm. And specifically, which my jaw was on the floor, was he was like, hey, let's do this whack plan working with Silas in order to trick him and do the, you know, life for a life thing, and instead do that to save Bonnie. Which, hello?
And I know that where did this come from?
Like, I know that he's doing it because Elena is really out of sorts about the Bonnie thing, obviously. But, like, that does not feel enough to be the sole reason why you, like, do a really risky plan, right? Like, a really unconfirmed thing for the chance of getting Bonnie back. Because it's like, what? That's a lot. Like, do you like her, Damon? Damon? Is Bonnie your friend? Damon? Do you miss Bonnie?
And I know that it was just the framing for TV. Like, I know that it was just effective framing, but having them blocked next to each other so that he
So
was
good.
sitting right next to Bonnie in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yeah.
He also said in that moment too, I thought it was so funny. He was like, does she know that I can't hear her?
Right. Yeah.
Like, that we're just sitting in silence right now. So
Yeah. I'm like, okay, sweetie pie. Okay, little softie. Okay. Say you miss Bonnie. Say it. Say it.
Say that you miss
You miss
fighting with
razzing
her.
each other. Yeah.
Damon. And he is willing to go and meet with Silas and kill Stefan twice.
Right.
He snapped his brother's neck twice.
Yeah. I love, too, that Damon has this conversation with Silas and is like, hey, man, like, you need me. You could help me out. We can scratch each other's backs, yada, yada, yada. Like, let's do something. Let's collab, right? Let's do a little plan for each other and help each other out. I can help you. You can help me. And then he's like, listen, like, I get what you want, Silas, and, like, all these things and stuff, but I just gotta be so for real. Like, you are, like, why do you suck so bad at killing yourself? Like, the one thing you need to do here to get what you want is to just kill yourself. And it seems you're really, really bad.
It's true.
It's true. He's kind of the worst to ever do it, you know? It's like, you just can't get it done.
It's so bad.
Yeah. And poor Bonnie is like, hey, listen, love the grand gesture. Don't know why it's coming from Damon, but I appreciate it. Like, that's nice, you know? But, again, the only thing we know for sure, or at least the only thing that you chucklefucks care to pay attention about the witch stuff, because otherwise you're just like, nah, not my problem, don't worry about it, is that there's a respecting the balance thing here. It's a one for another, there's an energy thing, and that seems a little risky. And also, I'm chilling, you know? I'm out here, like, I'm living in my weird purgatory fugue state, ghost vibes. Maybe let's not just upend everything, because the repercussions could be really bad here. You know? And Jeremy's just like, nah, she's so in, dude. Let's fucking rock and roll, man. Let's go. Let's do it. And she's like, I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God.
It also feels immensely short-sighted.
Yeah.
On their part. And don't get me wrong, I do want Bonnie back.
Of course.
But I don't know that it is a great idea to turn Silas into a witch. I don't know that I want him to have more powers in all of this.
Right. And, like, now he's already got his fucking psychic abilities back, which is, folks, don't love that.
I do not love that.
So maybe not also make him witch, you know? Maybe don't also make him witch.
No, thank you.
That's not great.
Not good. Not very nervous. Very not good.
Yeah.
I was glad that we got a little bit more explanation about why Tess was going to the ball. Because at first I thought she did just want to vibe.
Yeah, she was doing Rebecca, just being like, I just want to go to a party.
It's been a while, and I just want to hang out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute, you know?
What is a mystical anchor? I have question. Is that what the girlies get tattoos of? Is that
mystical? Yeah, the matching mystical anchor tattoos you get on the ankles, you know?
Right. I'm very concerned that she does not know where it is.
Yeah, because even, like, you know, Silas is, like, tapped into, like, oh, yeah, my powers are back, but, like, doesn't say that. And, like, so she's having, by compulsion or whatever, like, a very, saying what's on her mind specifically, and, like, and being like, I'm still looking for this stuff. He's like, what? What do you mean you don't know where it is? She's like, yeah, for sure. It's, like, somewhere in here. It's one of these little guys, but I don't really know. It's like, okay, thank you for that. Please forget everything we ever just talked about. That was very unhelpful. But I guess I'm gonna work a little bit harder on this one.
Yeah, the idea that, I think she said the travelers moved it after she died, and the pendant is gonna help locate it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Like, she's been dead for a huge amount of time. I understand, you know? I'm sure the land masses have even moved so much since then of, like, it's not even in the right spot anymore, you know? Who knows? But, like, girl, what? I guess we have to find the thing, and that's, okay, sure. Right. Sure, that's alright.
I don't know why I had assumed this, but I thought that Silas's compulsion wouldn't work on Tessa.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I guess because he's like super beefed up or whatever in that regard, it like works on also supernatural stuff in a way, but like it feels very, again, we're playing real touch and go on the abilities that Silas has in any given point in time.
I agree. I'm confused on the limits of his powers, if there are any.
Right.
But sure. Okay.
Right. Because we knew at least it worked on vampires.
Yes.
Which, you know, that is something. But I think with her, it's like, that's a different... I feel like that's another level up, you know, of... That's like expert mode.
Yeah, I would have thought since she is the one who can do enough magic to kill him.
Right.
Maybe that was like a rock beat scissors kind of thing.
Sure.
But I guess not.
Right, yeah. I thought she was the trump card here, but no, I guess not. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
There's like some backdoor channels you can get through, I guess.
I guess not.
He's got a cheat code in there. He's like, all right, you just ABB real fast and then you're in.
Watching her stop his heart, by the way,
Nuts.
It is so easy to kill this man. We've seen it happen like 3 times now.
Yeah.
And like a roach, he just keeps coming back.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand. How does we keep getting in this little situation here? You just can't die. You're a cockroach of the supernatural world.
Yeah, your powers apparently can work on anyone, but also you're very easy to kill.
Right. Homeboy literally just wants to die, and the universe won't let him, even if it's able to be done again and again and again. Oof.
Some kind of fucking Greek mythology there, I guess.
Yeah, for real.
There are 2... So I have a lot of questions about Maxfield, and I'm very nervous, because we saw him at the beginning.
Yeah.
Where he's still making vampires, and he knows a lot about them.
Yeah.
To the point where he was telling Elena, I think, during the dance, of like, what do you want me to say? There's a cougar on campus?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was very adamant about, you're never going to be one of my students. Get out of college, for real, this time.
Like, what is this guy up to? You know what I mean? Like, poor Jesse is just, like, being a test subject in vampirism. He's being force vampirized now. And he's doing, like, captain's log shit of, like, you know, patient 6-2, whatever the fuck, is still hungry, because he hasn't eaten in 3 days. But also he's still, like, lucid and cognizant, which sucks, because he's like, hey, man, I feel a little hungry. Can we do something about it? Why am I strapped to a gurney? Can you please tell me anything?
Yeah, Dr. Maxfield, you can't. My mom's worried. I need to go pay my phone bill. And he's like, don't worry about it. I have experiments to do here on you.
Right. It's like, how many days of class have I missed? Am I going to fail? Like, where do I do? Like, I have a film, you know, essay to turn in. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, is anyone going to put, like, a missing person report out on me at some point?
Yeah. And I know that, listen, Love and Light, I know that Caroline is distracted right now because fucking Tyler is here.
Fucking digmatized.
Listen, I don't support it, but I understand it, right? You know?
Agreed.
I get it. But this guy has been MIA for multiple days. And I know Caroline's going to class. I know Elena's not. I know Caroline's going, though. She's trying to get those grades up. Because now she's triple booked her major to be every science class that is possibly available to her, you know?
Yes.
So she's in these classes. She would notice if he's gone. And also, you guys had some cute little moments. So, weird that he isn't texting you. Weird that you haven't heard from him. Weird that you haven't seen him in days. And I know there's other stuff going on. But also, girly pop.
I'm so glad that you brought this up. I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
About this episode from Caroline's perspective.
Yeah.
Because all Caroline has done since she's gotten to college is suffer. And
that was not the plan.
That was not the plan. Caroline, you say the word, I'll go to war for you.
Yes.
I need to know what the fuck is Tyler's deal here. He did not have to go back to Whitmore.
Mm-hmm.
He could have gone to Bonnie's funeral.
Yeah.
And that's it. He did
Right.
not have to rip this Band-Aid off slowly.
Uh-huh. He did it in such a pussy way. Like, which is not surprising to me. But, like...
his inability to say no to her...
Yeah.
And made it worse and more painful for her. Stand up. Stand up.
Because, like, listen, she's obviously gotten the hint, but you keep surprise dropping in and being like, I still love you, whatever, all these different things, or, like, having some cute, sexy times, whatever the fuck. But it's like, you know in your heart what is your priority, and it's not Caroline.
Mm-hmm.
And Caroline is definitely feeling that, but she needs to be told directly rather than you forcing her to say it for you. That's not a fair position to put her in.
Him not saying anything isn't... Here's the thing. To Caroline, him not saying anything isn't saying something to her. She needs to be told directly.
Yeah.
And so... she's like getting excited because he's at college, which is what she wanted and their original plan. And so of course she's talking about sociology major and their plans and all this stuff. And he's just like ellipses, which to her, she needs direct communication.
Right. Cause like this was always hanging in the balance, right? Of like, unless there is a firm no, we are still on, you know?
Correct.
It was always like, I'm taking a break. I gotta go be with my werewolf boys. I gotta figure out the Klaus thing. I'm running for my life, yada, yada, yada. But, like, if Caroline is seeing this as wrong place, wrong time. Whereas he is thinking, oh, this is basically over, but I'm just, like, putting more distance in between so she gets the memo, and then, like, I don't have to have a conversation. Which is not how that works.
Communicated.
Yeah. Buddy boy, that's not how this works. And I appreciate at least, like, her at the end being like, you at least have to make the choice. Like, I'm not making this choice for you. Like, if you're out, you gotta do that. And be like, if you walk out of here, it's over. Like, there's no more surprise visits. There's no more, you know, little hangs like that. Like, that's it. So, like, you need to make that choice, and I'm not making that for you. And I'm making it very clear of what this is. And what really got me, was so sad, like, fucking ripped my heart out of her just being like, you need to love me more than you hate him. And he was like, I can't do that. And I was like, fuck, dude. Ouch.
It was so, that moment was awful and incredibly sad. It was also awful when he was sitting on the steps at the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, why did you think I came here? Just to have sex with you? And she was like, what? You haven't said anything. Like,
right. I kind of can't get a read, my guy. Like, you're really like, opaque right now.
How am I supposed to know that you are slowly breaking up with me if all we have done thus far is have sex?
Right.
Who has
That's
said
not
that
how
sex
you signal
means
that.
breaking up? My guy?
Right. Yeah.
Caroline, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that your first, like, maybe 2 months of college have been this awful. You deserve better.
Yeah.
It is not fair to you, and I hope that you go get a piercing or a tattoo and have fun.
Yeah.
You deserve better.
God, she deserves it.
You want to talk about the tropiest soap opera trope this episode?
Here we go. Here we go, dog. Folks, what?
So we've had quite a few people chasing each other for 500 plus years.
Yeah, for sure.
Throughout this show.
They'll find each other in any universe, etc., etc.
Right. This one, I did not expect. I thought it was just going to be another, all you've said is that you were one of Silas's lackeys. That makes sense to me.
Right. But no, turns out.
Feeding your mom sun chips. Okay. Hello? What?
I can't. And, like, the way, too, that she, like, kind of, what's the word? Like, dips her toe in a little bit with Katherine, of being like, oh, the reason I'm, capturing you and stuff is because, like, you killed my mom in Paris, and, I've always had revenge. Like, you said she was you, and that they went for her instead of you, and you got to escape, whatever. And I love, too, that Katherine was like, listen, I go to Paris for shoes, and that's what I remember from anytime I'm in Paris. You kind of got to be more specific. Like, okay, Carrie Bradshaw, I love you. And then
I'm gonna
having
dig this wooden stake into your heart because you lied.
Right, and then being like, well, I knew that was a lie because I had already been running from clowns for like a century at that point, and no one would have, confused me for anyone else, right? And then Nadia's like, well, here's the funny thing. What if actually instead it was, I'm mother. I'm mother. How about
1492 was such a fucking specific year for them to have pulled.
So fucking funny. Like, okay, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, sure. Like, yeah. All right. So ridiculous.
I wasn't expecting that. The other thing I wasn't expecting was for Katherine to welcome her a little bit afterwards.
Yeah.
And to be like, I looked for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Okay, that's a lore that I wasn't, sure we had here, but sure. I'll take it.
Again, I still stand on my truth that I prefer Katherine to be one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Especially because this is how the show always goes, is that they try to give something fucking sentimental and nice, and then they kill. They kill them. That's how the show goes.
Right. Can't have it for too long, Nope. Gotta really make that time count.
I know how this show goes. I immediately got skeptical when it was like, oh, a reunion. And then it's like, well,
yep.
We did find out earlier in the episode that the cure, Katherine's blood, all of her blood. Yeah. Not a little bit, all of her blood is the cure. And she's human now, so ruh-roh.
Right. And I think, too, I agree that I do prefer Katherine as being more one-dimensional. However, I think it is interesting fully in the sense of the perception of her to everyone. The perception of her to everyone else is very much like she is one-dimensional. Like, she just wants to kill Elena. Like, and that, I think, that's still being, like, within the canon of Katherine is just, like, she has one goal. She wants to run, and she wants to kill, and that's her vibe, and that's what she does. And I think that makes even if it's a little, like, cheesy and silly, and, like, okay, does she really care about this that much, in a way? Like, nobody thinks that she has any sort of trauma with parental figures, or was looking for her mom, or whatever. And so for that to be, Damon is like, oh, obviously, we just rip it. We invite Katherine over, we kill her, we get all the blood, and that's how we do this shindig. And seeing Katherine that moment be like, oh my god, like, I don't want to die. Like, in a real way.
Nasty work.
Is tough stuff. That's tough. Because, in Damon's head, he's like, Katherine doesn't give a shit about anything. And, like, do I prefer when Katherine doesn't give a shit about anything? Yeah, kinda. But it is, like, an interesting playing onto how she is known. And also her just refusing to tell anyone anything about her feelings or anything, which I think is also great. Fuck these guys. They don't deserve your heart like that. But, like, adds just a little, like, ooh, like, little twist in the stake there of ouch. But also feels like she's fine. So, question mark, what happened there?
I 100% agree with you. That, like, the perception of Katherine is, like, nobody knows her business. She's a stonewall. Having her have this a little bit to herself is very interesting. What I'm very confused by is, though it was really funny when she was like, am I in hell? What?
Yeah.
If the lore that we're getting is that Silas is now a witch because he got the cure, TM, that Katherine originally had, is she swapping with, like, did they swap powers, I guess is my question, her and Silas.
Right, because it's like, if this is the, eye for an eye thing or whatever, and instead of it being like Bonnie, who's on the other side of that, it's just a full wife swap situation. Like, what's going on?
Because, I mean, the one thing that we do know about magic here is that balance.
Right.
And so if Silas is going to become a witch now with this cure, is Katherine getting Silas's powers? And if so, then that is the scariest outcome.
Yeah.
Because she will be the biggest big bad we've had.
God. And what a treat. I kind of need that.
That is the ideal outcome here.
Oh, brother.
I'm very nervous to see what happens. Especially because the way that this episode ends, Katherine is dead / not.
Yeah.
Here, Silas is cured / a witch.
Right.
Elena is very confused because she has been kept out of the loop of what's been going on.
Yeah.
And I just want Caroline to go into this next episode. Moving on.
Please, God. Yes.
And start uncovering the mystery at this college.
Yeah. We need Nancy Drew on the case, okay?
Yes.
We need her
that's
desperately.
What I want so badly.
God.
That's all I want. Next week's episode 6, is titled Handle with Care. And I hope that Caroline finds Jesse.
Yeah. Get your mans.
And maybe we just get Maxfield out of the way. And then we're done.
Roll credits. And everyone just has a normal, cool freshman year of college. Nothing bad happens.
Yep, and then there's no more bad or dead folks that go into their dorm / apartment. And that'll be great. We have some amazing patrons to thank. Would you like to start us off?
Absolutely. Thank you to Greg Lautner.
Ooh, thank you. To April Joe.
Ooh, thank you to Sean Salvatore.
Ooh, thank you. To Megan Penn.
Ow. Thank you to Katya Karp.
Ooh, thank you. To Genevieve Morgan.
Ooh, thank you to Danielle Burke.
Ooh, thank you. To Janae Bennett.
Ooh, thank you to Dan Zeklos.
Ooh, thank you. To Emily. Oh, Sarah.
And last but certainly not least, thank you to Jaylene Evishkov. Pew, pew, pew.
Ooh. I have a hint for you today.
Love.
This is by the author Ali DLB. Not me, I cannot take credit for it. It was updated a day ago, so August 1st. It is titled Untethered.
Okay.
The description of this sounded familiar, but I don't think that it is. The summary of this is, Bella Swan left college after everything fell apart. Now she works the night shift at a quiet inn in Mystic Falls, keeping her world small and herself even smaller. But the town has its own gravity, and as Dean and Salvatore quietly draws her in, Bella finds herself beginning to reassemble the life she thought she'd lost. And there are, right now in this, 12 chapters.
Okay.
And 100,000 words.
Damn. Hell yeah.
It says that it is a slow burn, which I can only imagine if it is that long so far. So if you enjoy a slow burn,
hell yeah,
take a gander.
I love that.
Well, friends, tell your friends about the show.
Yeah.
Enjoy it on platforms that don't make you have your ID.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
Take care of yourself. We have so many bonus episodes.
Yeah.
Yep. So enjoy those.
Absolutely.
And as we say here in the Pacific Northwest,
get bit.
Ooh.
You've been listening to Into the Twilight, an independent production by Earbud Media. You can support the show by subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/intothetwilight, or rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You can send us a backstory or a fanfiction at intothetwilightshow@gmail.com. Our music is by Eli Krause, and our art is by Maddie Padilla. You can find me on Twitter at Cody Corral and Allie at Many Are the Stars. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media, audio for everyone.